This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so I have a Power BI report. So I have a Power BI report. I'm showing total volume in one of the page, like in employee detail sheet. I'm showing total volume over here. If you look at this total volume, it is showing 13621823.840.70. So this is the total volume I'm showing in my Power BI report. Okay, now task is what client is saying. So client is saying this is an incorrect number. So you are showing incorrect number in a Power BI report. So that's the query that we have received from the client. Okay. So this is the incorrect number. We have to show a correct number. So that is a query from client. Now what client is saying after receiving a requirement from the client saying that this is incorrect number, we have to show a right number, right? So immediately you have to ask them what is the right number, what is the expected number over here. So you are saying this is the incorrect number, that is fine. But what is the number that you are expecting? Can you just give me the calculation for this number? Okay. So after posting the question to the client, and now he is saying there is one table available in a database. Okay, select star from it's a broker table. There is one table available in a database. So here I'm just taking a volume column. So if you just do a sum of volume, this gives you a number. I'm expecting this number. Okay. So this is the number he is expecting 198683128999. So this is the number he is expecting on a report. So this is the number he is expecting on a report 198683128999.9923. But over here in Power BI report, we are showing a different number. Okay. So I'm just repeating again the same question. I'm just repeating again. So this is a Power BI report which we have developed for a client. Consider this. This is a report we have developed for a client, and what client is saying the number which we are showing on this particular page, the total volume, this is the incorrect number as per the client. This is a incorrect value as per the client. Now this is the query that we received from the client. Now we have to debug why we are showing incorrect number over here. So after receiving a query saying that incorrect number is appearing in a Power BI report, immediately you have to check with a person who raised this particular issue. Now, after going into the discussion with the user, you can ask them what is the expected number? What is the expected number over here? So now client is saying, so this is the number. Select sum of volume. In a broker table, I'm just taking sum of volume. This is the number I'm expecting in a Power BI report 19868312899. So this is the number I'm expecting in my report, but this is showing incorrect. This is showing some different value. Now, this is a task for you. After this session, I will give you this Power BI report PBIX file. The extension of the file is a PBIX. I will give you this file after this session. You have to dig, you have to find out why this is showing incorrect value, why it is not showing this value 19863312899. So I'm expecting this value, but Power BI report is showing a different value in a volume, but I want you to debug and find out the issue, why it is showing this number. Okay. Any questions on the requirement? So far we have been concentrating on development side, right? Developing a new reports from in the Power BI. So let's concentrate on support side as well. So support side requests ఎలా ఉంటాయంటే ఆల్రెడీ డెవలప్ అయిన రిపోర్ట్ లో ఏంటంటే నంబర్స్ ఇన్కరెక్ట్ గా రావడం, రీఫ్రెషెస్ ఫెయిల్ అవ్వడం, సో ఇలాంటి ఫ్రీక్వెంట్ ఇష్యూస్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. కాబట్టి మనం లెట్స్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ ఫస్ట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వరీస్. సో ఇన్కరెక్ట్ నంబర్ ఇస్ అపియర్ ఇన్ ద రిపోర్ట్, వీ హ్యావ్ టు డీబగ్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ షోయింగ్ ఇన్కరెక్ట్ నంబర్. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్ ద రిక్వైర్మెంట్? Okay, fine. I'll share this PBX file after this session. Next. So in today's session, we will go through these visuals, a matrix visual, and sort of the sorting options available in Power BI Desktop, and Q&A visual, and these two are charts, stacked column chart and stacked bar chart. Okay. Let's start with the matrix. We all know the matrix report item in SSRS, right? We have all practiced and we developed. If you remember, we have developed a trade blotter report, right? Trade blotter report with a matrix item. So when we go for a matrix, do you remember when we go for a matrix in SSRS? when we prefer a matrix report item in SSRS. So in case if you want to have a columns dynamically, if you want to generate columns dynamically, so we will have two types of group, right? Row group, column group. So let's take a matrix. So in a matrix, no. So in a table item, if you go back to employee details and if you look at the table item over here, in a table, the number of columns are static, which means fixed. Employee ID, employee, job manager, department number, salary, commission, department name. These are fixed. Okay. In case if you want to generate a columns dynamically, then we go for a matrix report item. So matrix tables are a basic report items exist in all reporting tools. Mere reporting tool ఈ టేబుల్ ఐటమ్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ ఐటమ్ కంపల్సరీగా ఉంటాయి. ఇది కామన్లీ యూస్డ్ రిపోర్ట్ ఐటమ్స్ ఇన్ అక్రాస్ ఆల్ రిపోర్టింగ్ టూల్స్ లైక్ కాగ్నోస్ తీసుకున్న క్లిక్ వ్యూ, ట్యాబ్ వ్యూ, ఏ రిపోర్ట్ ఐటమ్ ఏ రిపోర్టింగ్ టూల్ తీసుకున్నా మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద రిపోర్టింగ్ టూల్ కామన్గా రిపీట్ అయ్యే ఐటమ్స్. ఓకే ఓకే నౌ సో యాజ్ వి డిస్కస్ ఇన్ SSRS, ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ SSR matrix report item will have a three groups: row group, row group. Here you can see a row group, and here you can see a column group. Here you can see a value section. Three different sections. Each and every matrix will have a three different sections, rows. So in case if you are selecting any column, into rows, what happens if you select any column into rows? The number of distinct values available under that column. How many distinct values are available under this column? You can see those distinct values in over here as a rows, distinct values. Next, if you take any column into the column group, then it will generate based on the distinct values. Sorry. So based on distinct values available under broker column, you will get those many number of columns. Let's say if there are 5 distinct values available under broker column, you will get a 5 different column. Number of columns are dynamic. Next, if you are taking any column into the value section, then what it does, it applies a sum operation. So here we can apply a sum, min, max, or all aggregate functions on it. And let's say if you are applying sum, so which means group by the column which you selected on a row group, group by column which you selected on a column group. Right now I selected trades under a row group, broker under column group, right? So the query would be select sum of volume group by trades and broker. That value we will show it in a value section. This is a value section, right? So it is similar to SSRS matrix item only. So there is a small difference here. We can see the small difference in the features. Let's go to employee table. We are familiar with employee. Let's consume employee information. In a row section, I want to take department number. So let's take a row section. So we got 10, 20, 30, right? A reason we have a three distinct values we have under this column. So it is showing three different values. Now, if you take job into columns group, then it will generate number of columns. See, we have six distinct jobs available under job column. So now that is the reason we got 6 columns. Analyst is a column, clerk, manager, president, salesman, and SSC. And if you want to show sum of salary group by department number and job, then we'll take salary and we'll drop it into value section. That's it. So drop into value section. Now it is showing. So this 3000 is a group by. So 20th department lo analyst landan sum cheste vachina some value. So here you can see column level total and row level total. By default you will get it. If you don't want to have a column level total and row level total, so we can go to formatting options. Here we can disable them. So here we have an option to totals, remove totals. So row level subtotal, if you want to disable, close it. And if you don't want to column level top subtotal, off it. So by default you will get a column level total and row level total both. If you, in case if you are not looking for the totals, then you just simply off it. Okay, fine. So till here fine, right? So till here fine. So in a matrix, when we take a matrix, if you want to have a dynamic number of columns, then we will take a matrix visual in a Power BI, then we'll use these three things: rows, column section, and a visual section. This is one way of using matrix in a Power BI reports. In applying background colors under, so if you want to apply background colors and everything, just you can go to formatting options. Just go to formatting options. Here you can explore all the formatting options. Same options. Anything that you want to have a values, ఈ values కి ఏ formatting options కావాలన్నా, these are the values. In case if you are looking for a formatting options for these values, like restricting decimal values, like increasing a font size, font family, then directly go to a value section. Next, in case if you are looking for headers, any formatting changes to the header section, then directly get into column headers. Okay, then row headers. So column subtotals, in case if you want to off, on, or any formatting options, you can go to column subtotals. Row subtotal, this is a row subtotal. Okay, this is a row subtotal. So grand total right now we don't have, we can enable a grand total. And here specific column means, do you remember specific column property? So why do we use specific column property? The other name for specific column, the other name is field formatting. And so field formatting is a old term right now. Okay, field formatting. But whoever is working on a format Power BI, right? They are still using old versions. So 3 months, 4 months back versions use just not. So they'll pronounce it as a field formatting. The other name for specific column is a field formatting. But latest version, they rename it as a specific column. Okay. In case if you want to apply a background color for specific column, then we'll go with this we'll go to this property. Okay, so under this each and every property, if you go to value section, all these are we discussed: font family, font size, bold, italic, underline, text, background color, foreground color. So we're not going to discuss the same option again and again, right? So if there is until there is a new option, so we will not apply these options. Fine, you can go to this option, you can just explore more colors, borders. So this is one way usage of matrix item. There is another way we use matrix item. So just take another matrix item. So we can use this matrix as a table as well. So we can also use this as a table, like a table. Okay. So in a first case, we used rows group, columns group, and a value sectional. Right now, I am going to take a column into rows group, and I am going to take a job into same column, same rows from this one. No, I'm not taking anything into columns group. Values, I will take it from value section. This is one. Okay. So I'm not using columns group right now. I'm not using columns group. So two string columns, I took it in a rows group, and then I used a value section. It is a similar to a table only. See, so here we got a drill down automatically. So here, to have a drill down feature to any visual, here we no need to set any visibility condition, toggling options. No need to know the text box name, everything. If a client is looking for a drill down report in Power BI, if he is looking for a drill down report, then right now so far, like, we can achieve a drill down report by using a matrix report item, only with a matrix report item. So there is no option for table item to have a drill down report. So drill down option is not enabled for table visual. This option is only enabled for a matrix visual. Session version 3. Okay. Next, how to enable a drill down? Just I'm going to remove these columns again. So just remove these columns. So first we have a three properties now: rows, columns, value section. If you take more than one column into any group, either it is a rows group or columns group, if you take more than one column into the rows or columns group, by default you will get a drill down. So you don't need to set any property in Power BI Desktop. If you are taking more than one column into a rows or columns group, by default you would get a drill down. Let's see. So I'm not setting any property. I'm just taking department number into it and then job into it. So by default, I will get a drill down. See, I'm getting a drill down option over here. Drill down. So in case if you want to generate a columns dynamically, if you want to generate columns dynamically, then take and drop over here. So it will generate the columns dynamically. So columns నాకు dynamic గా feature అక్కర్లేదు అనుకుంటే then don't use. When we use the columns property, in case if you want to have columns generated dynamically, by the time you go and use this property. If you're not looking for a dynamic columns, then don't use columns property. Okay. Next, salary we can show it in a commission value section. Okay. So you can take multiple fields over here. You can take multiple fields as well. Commission you can take. Where is the commission? Commission you can take. Okay. So this is again looks like a table only. See, if you just look at this particular visual, this looks like a table only, no? So SSRS లో మనం table drill down ఎలా చేసామో సో ఇంకొక లెవెల్ కావాలనుకోండి. So department is the first level. Drill down next level to job. If you take another column into rows group, you will get a multiple levels. Okay. If you take another column into this, you will get a multiple levels. So first level is on department number. So first level is on department number. After expanding it, you will get a list of jobs available under the department. Now if you expand a clerk, you will see the employees over here. Now three levels, we have a three levels, right? So if you expand this, so we have three levels of drill down. So you no need to set any property. If you are taking multiple columns into a group, by default, the matrix visual will add a drill down feature onto it. Okay. First level is department number. Second level is job. Third level is employee name. Okay. You can take a number of columns in a value section. You can take a number of columns in a value section. This looks like a table. This looks like a table, but this is a matrix item. And if you're not using columns property, if you're not using columns property, then it will behave like a table visual. If you are using columns property, then it will start behaving like a matrix visual. Clear? So real time లో drill down reports ఉంటాయండి ఇలా drill downs ఉంటుంది బట్ దే దే ఎనేబుల్ drill down ఓన్లీ ఫర్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ తీసుకొని కాలమ్స్ ప్రాపర్టీ యూస్ చేసండి. Okay. Any question? This is second usage of matrix. This is how we use in a real time. The second usage of matrix. Any questions on matrix report item? Matrix visual. If here we call visuals. While you are talking about matrix, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful while talking about report items. If you are giving interview or if you're talking about SSRS, there we call matrix, table, chart, a list, or we call them as report items over there. But if you're talking about a Power BI desktop, if you're talking about Power BI, right, then we have to call them as a visuals. This is a matrix visual. This is a table visual. Okay, have to be very careful. Okay. Next, drill down, drill up we haven't. So here we have a drill down, drill up, drill up. Okay. Here we have a drill down, drill up symbol. This is second way. This is second usage of a matrix. There is another way also. Okay. Let's take. So on a single report item, multiple ways to use చేయొచ్చు. Multiple ways లో మీరు కొంచెం టైం దొరికినప్పుడు ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేయండి ఆప్షన్. Take it. Next. So we have seen taking multiple columns in only row section, right? Now what happens if you take multiple columns in a columns group? Okay, let's take a multiple columns. Job. I took job, and then let's take employee name. Next, take department number into rows. Now values into value section. Okay. Now if you see, if you look at this particular table, right, it is showing department wise and job wise sum of salary, right? Department wise and job wise. So as I mentioned, if you are taking more than one column into any property, either in a rows group or columns group, if you are taking more than one column into it, I mentioned that it will enable drill down automatically, right? But in this particular case, I have taken two columns in the column section, but I don't see a drill down option enabled on this, right? So how can we enable a drill down? How can we enable a drill down? Ename is missing, right? So that's what. See, it's a inbuilt feature. In case we have to educate a client after showing the data like this. Now this visual is showing department wise or job wise sum of salary. In case if you want to look at employee wise, if you want to drill down, if you want to go inside of the details, if you want to go inside of the details, which means employee name wise, right? Here we have a symbols. Here we have a symbol. See, if you look at the symbols, go to next level in hierarchy. If you click on this, then it will show employee wise, department wise, each employee next level. It will show the next level. So after building this visual in Power BI report, we have to explain this particular report to the client, how you can use this particular report. I am showing by default it shows department wise, job wise, sum of salary. In case if you want to look at details of like employee wise go salary చూసుకోవాలనుకుంటే, then there is a option available on this particular visual. Go to next level hierarchy. If you click on this, it will show you employee wise. Okay, employee wise. Any questions? So this is a third usage of a matrix, report item. Any questions so far? సో 2 లెవెల్స్ కావాలనుకో, నాకు ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిందంటే ఇండివిజువల్ గా అనలైజ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే, ఓకే జస్ట్ కొంచెం స్మాల్ చేయండి. Okay, in case now this particular visual is showing department wise, job wise, sum of salary. If you want to go to next level individual ga, then we'll go to click on this, go to next level in a hierarchy. Then it will show each department wise and employee wise details. Now I am interested in looking at both. నాకేంటి కావాలంటే ఈచ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ జాబ్ కూడా నాకు ఇక్కడ ప్యారల్ గా చూసుకోవాలనుకోండి, సైమల్టేనియస్ గా నాకు జాబ్ వైజ్ ఎంప్లాయీ వైజ్ కూడా చూసుకోవాలనుకుంటే, దెన్ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఎడ్యుకేట్ ఎ క్లయింట్ అండి. సో దే ఆర్ ఎండ్ యూజర్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ రిపోర్ట్. నో హియర్ if you want to go to next level, this is the option that you have to click on. And if you want to see both job wise and then employee wise, click on this particular symbol. Then you can see analyst, under analyst, clerk, under manager, these employees under manager వచ్చేసి Blake, clerk, Jones. సో ప్యారల్ గా టూ చూడాలంటే, ఓకే. ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ టేకింగ్ నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ కావాలనుకోండి, నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ కూడా మనకి ఇక్కడికి వస్తుంది. సో నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ తీసుకొచ్చి డ్రాప్ చేశారనుకోండి, విల్ గెట్ 3 levels. సో 3 levels కూడా వస్తాయి. ఓకే, ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ సో ఫార్ ఆన్ దిస్? దీస్ 3 వుడ్ బి సఫిషియంట్ అండ్ టు వర్క్. సో 3 యూసేజెస్, ఇంకా డిఫరెంట్ వేస్ లో కూడా యూస్ చేస్తారు, బట్ ఈ 3 వేస్ సరిపోతుంది మ్యాట్రిక్స్. ఓకే, ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ విజువల్? Okay, perfect. Next go to our list. Sorting options in Power BI Desktop. Next, now I have a question to you. So what are the sorting options available in SSRS or Power BI Report Builder? How many sorting options we have in SSRS? Just drop those sorting types in the chart box if you remember it. How many? So question, your answer is right. Now how many ante me 3 4 చెప్తారు. What are those sorting options available? I change the question now. So ఈ brilliance మీరు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో యూస్ చేయాలండి. Okay, so how many what are the types of sorting options available in SSRS? ఇప్పుడు మీరు కౌంట్ ఇవ్వలేరు కదా. What are the options? Do you remember? What are the sorting options available in SSRS? A to Z, Z to A, order, sorting techniques. Okay, sorting orders. Again, my question was incorrect. What are the sorting techniques available in SSRS? Sorting order ante ascending, descending another. Brilliant answer again. So how many techniques we have in SSRS? How many sorting techniques we have in SSRS? Okay. So we will have to have a interview, and interview gondali plus quiz కూడా తీసుకుందాం అనుకోండి నెక్స్ట్ వీకెండ్. అలాగా ఈవినింగ్ టైంలో క్విజ్ టైం, ఓన్లీ అన్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్, 1 hour ఓన్లీ అన్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ క్విజ్, 1 hour అండ్ ఓన్లీ ఎస్ఎస్ఆర్ఎస్ అని. ఓకే, మీరు ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి. నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ సండే కానీ సాటర్డే కానీ 1 hour ఓన్లీ అన్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ క్విజ్ ఉంటుంది. 3 groups గా డివైడ్ చేస్తాను. 3 groups గా డివైడ్ చేసి క్వరీస్ రాయడం, లేదా మీ దగ్గర క్వరీస్ రాయడం, గ్రూప్స్ క్విజ్ ఉంటుందని, ఓన్లీ అన్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్. సో అన్ని కవర్ చేయండి, ఎస్క్యూఎల్ అండ్ టాపిక్స్ అన్ని కవర్. So we have four types of sorting techniques available in SSRS. First one is normal sort. If you remember normal sort. I'm expecting this answer. I was expecting this. Normal sort, then interactive sort, next group sort, next custom sort. Right now, so these are the four sorting techniques we have discussed in SSRS. Now, what are the sorting options available in Power BI? Here we don't have four options. Here we have a normal sort. Here we have a normal sorting available, and custom sort. These two techniques, custom sort. So in Power BI Desktop, we have only two options available, normal sort and custom sort, but where in SSRS, we have these four, normal sort, interactive sort, group sort, and custom sort. Okay. So let's discuss only these two options. What is a normal sort in Power BI? Let's go to Power BI Desktop, open it, and go to first page, or else we'll take a new page. Let's take a new page. Let's take a table visual, and let's show only department information into it. I'm taking a simple visual, and I'm taking a visual, table visual, ఎందుకంటే అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ఈజీగా ఉంటుందని. Sorting options available on each visual, on every visual. Okay, so same option అన్నిట్లో availability ఉంటుంది. Values, drag and drop, drag and drop. Okay, now you can see font increase. Go to formatting options, values 50. Let's make it 50. Hope it is visible. That is 16. Okay. So I like borders somewhere into my find. Okay, fine. So now it is showing department number, department name, and location, right? So now how can we sort this data? Okay, here click on three dots, click on three dots. Here we have a three dots, right? Click on three dots. Here we have a sort by option. So this is a normal sort. If you want to sort the data which is available inside a visual, and sort by department number, after first you have to select, first you have to click on three dots on which column you want to apply a sorting, sort by, then you select a column on which you want to apply a sorting. After that we will have to select order, whether it is ascending order or descending order, Z to A or A to Z. If you select the descending order, so now it will show 40, 30, 20, 10. If you select ascending order, sort ascending order, you can see 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is a normal sort, a very simple sort. Click on three dots, go to sort by option. Over here we can see only three columns. Reason, the small thing which I didn't like in this particular tool is in SSRS, tool, if you are taking a table item, right? So table item lo department name, number, name, location తీసుకుంటే I can apply sorting on salary as well. Okay, if you go to normal sort కి వెళ్తే expression లో sort column, salary column select చేసుకోవచ్చు, which means ఈ పర్టికులర్ విజువల్ ఉన్న కాలమ్స్ మాత్రమే సార్టింగ్ లోకి యూస్ చేసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. SSRS లో మీరు డేటా సెట్ లో ఏ కాలమ్ అయినా సార్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ పవర్ బిఐలో ఏంటంటే స్మాల్ పెయిన్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే, if you are using three columns into this particular visual, you can apply sorting only on these three columns. You cannot apply sorting on other columns. So మీ విజువల్ లో ఏ కాలమ్స్ అయితే ఉన్నాయో ఆ కాలమ్స్ మీద మాత్రమే సార్టింగ్ పర్ఫామ్ అవుతుంది, వేరే కాలమ్స్ మీద సార్టింగ్ పర్ఫామ్ చేయలేం. అది జస్ట్ వన్ పెయిన్ పాయింట్ ఇన్ పవర్ బిఐ. సో త్రీ డాట్స్. ఈ పెయిన్ పాయింట్ ఎందుకు చెప్పానంటే మీరు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో చెప్పాలండి. వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిసడ్వాంటేజ్, ఒక ఆర్ ద డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ యూ హ్యావ్ అబ్జర్వ్డ్ వైల్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ పవర్ బిఐ అంటే యూ కెన్ మెన్షన్ దీస్ స్మాల్ పాయింట్స్. ఓకే, కంపారిటివ్లీ SSRS అని చెప్పి. Here click on three dots and go to sort by option, and which column you want to apply sorting, just select that column. So now I changed my decision. I want to apply on department name. Click on department name. Now whether it is ascending order or descending order, you have to select ascending or descending order. Right? Any questions on normal sort? This all about normal sort. We have completed normal sort option, and let's talk about custom sort. Any questions before moving to custom sort? Any questions on normal sort? Perfect. Next. Next వచ్చేసి custom sort. Okay, let's move to custom sort. So what is mean by custom sort? So right now we are showing a values department number in ascending order. Let's make it as ascending order. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Now client, what client is requesting. So anyway, you are showing a department information on this particular visual in ascending order 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm fine with that. But I have a customized order. Customized order on the client. ఏంటి order అంటే so first he wants to see 10. After 10, he doesn't want to see 20. After 10, 30, 40, and 20. 20 in the end. This is the order he is looking for. So this is the order he is looking for. Client is looking for this custom order. Okay. So we cannot bring this order in ascending or descending. This is not ascending order. This is not a descending order. This is a custom order, right? So always we have to show first 10 show చేయాలి, 30, 40, at the end 20 show చేయాలి. Okay. Now let's see. I'll show you how to achieve custom sorting. So we can achieve this order through custom sorting option, but custom sorting option I'll tell you how to enable it. Okay. So in SSRS, we have written expression. If you remember, we have written expression by using switch statement, right? By using switch statement, we have written expression. But over here, we don't have an option to write an expression. So we have to make one file. Okay, let's go to folder. First step, go to folder to implement custom sorting. Go to real-time reports or some reports. Prepare one file. Make it as a custom sort. Custom sort. And go to this file. So you can create a file and you can create a table in database as well. Okay. Now here DEPT number and sort order. Sort order. If department number 10 అయితే show it first. Next 30 show చేసేసి. Next 40 show చేయి. Next last లో 20 show చేయి. Okay. We have to define that order somewhere in a somewhere in a database, like in a Excel database or in a MS SQL Server database. Okay, we will have to define a custom sort order anywhere. Either you are bringing this order in from SQL Server, like writing query. By writing expression SQL Server, you can bring this order, or you take Excel and you just hard code the sorting orders. It's up to you, and as per that, it completely depends on your client requirement and the client report architecture. Okay. సో సార్ట్ ఆర్డర్ మనం కంపల్సరీగా మెన్షన్ చేసుకోవాల్సిందే, వెదర్ యు ఆర్ బ్రింగింగ్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ రైటింగ్ ఎంఎస్ఎస్క్యూఎల్ కోరీ రాసుకొని సీక్వెన్స్ తీసుకొచ్చుకోవచ్చు ఈ ఆర్డర్ని. లేదంటే యూ కెన్ డిఫైన్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్ లైక్ దిస్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 10 షో ఇట్ ఫస్ట్, then show 30 as we are mentioning 2, show 40, then after that show 20. Okay, now I defined custom sorting order on Excel file and save this. Now let's import the same order. Let's import the same order into PowerBI Desktop. Okay, get and go to Excel workbook and import that file. Import it. The first sheet, right? Yeah, first sheet. Department number sorted. Unload it. So we have to define a sort order anywhere in a database, like in Excel database or in a MS SQL database. Okay, now you can rename it. You just rename it. So sort order. Sort order. Okay. Now next step. So here we have to change the department number. Data type change it to text. Okay. So go to data grid option. Next step, after importing sorting information from Excel file, go to data grid option. and select the sort order now. So this information we have imported in Excel file now. So select this column. When I apply sorting on this column, you don't sort on based on the values available under this column. In a particular column in a sort apply చేస్తే నేను I am going to use this particular column in a visual. And first step, I am going to use this field in a particular visual. I'm going to use this field in a particular visual, whether it is a table visual or any visual. I'm going to use this particular field in a table visual. But what I'm defining over here in data grid tab, if I apply sorting on this column, don't consider these values to for sorting. Don't consider these values for sorting. Consider this value instead. Okay, consider these values. ఎలా define చేయాలంటే tabలో simple. Select this column. Then here we have a sort by column option. Here we have a sort by column option. Just select this option and select a sort order. Now what happens now? If you apply sorting on this particular column, DEPT number column, sort will the Power BI engine will not consider values on the DEPT number column 30 10 30 40 20 consider చేయదు. It will consider only 1 2 3 4. It will apply sorting on these values. So that's what we are different, right? Select this column, and when I apply sorting on this column, don't consider values under this column, consider values under sort order, right? Sort by column, this option, sort that option, right? Now yes, we need to build a relationship. Again, we have to build a relationship, obviously. When you are using fields from multiple tables, we have to build a relationship. Now take out this department number column and browse this column. సో మనకి ఆబ్వియస్ గా మనకి రావట్లేదు, ఎందుకని? బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద రిలేషన్షిప్స్. వీ హావ్ టు గో టు రిలేషన్షిప్స్. సో ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ యూజింగ్ అ ఫీల్డ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ మల్టిపుల్ టేబుల్స్, వీ హ్యావ్ టు బిల్డ్ అ రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ ద టేబుల్. Go to employee table. Where is our employee table? Employee table eక్కడ ఉంది? Department table we have here. Where is our table? Get the right. Relationship A1. So we know how to build a relationship, right? Hmm. Don't drag and drop and go to manage relationships. Go to manage relationships. Here click on new relationship. Here we have to select TPT, and over here sort order. What is the key column? Key column is this, and click OK. Close it. Now we build the relationship between these two tables. No? Now we can use it. See, now it's worked. So change the position of the column. Now 10 40. Now we are looking for order. No, just click on three dots, sort by department number and sort by ascending order. Now see, 10 30 40 20. This is what where client requested, right? Any questions on custom sort? If you want me to repeat, I'll repeat it now. So any questions on custom sort? So if you receive a custom order from a client, if you receive a custom sort from a client, right? So first step, a custom sort is we have to show 10 30 40 20. This is a custom sort, right? We know this is a custom sort. First step, కస్టమ్ సార్ట్లో ఉన్న ఆర్డర్ ఈ 10 30 40 20 మీకు ఏ ఆర్డర్లో అయితే సెట్ చేసుకోవాలనుకున్నారో ఆ ఆర్డర్ ఫస్ట్ ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్లో నోట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్లో డిఈపిటి నంబర్ కాలం తీసుకొని 10 అయితే 1 ఫస్ట్ ప్లేస్లో రావాలి, 30 అయితే సెకండ్ ప్లేస్లో రావాలి, 40 అయితే థర్డ్ ప్లేస్లో రావాలి, 20 అయితే ఫోర్త్ ప్లేస్లో రావాలని చెప్పి కస్టమ్ సార్ట్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకోండి. మీకు ఒక డౌట్ ఉంది, రియల్ టైంలో మనకి చాలా ఉంటాయి కదండి, మన కస్టమ్ ఆర్డర్ ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేసుకోవాలి కస్టమ్ సార్ట్ అంటే we can also take it from text file, so we can take it from any file. Okay, సో అనదర్ క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, మీ బ్రెయిన్లో అనదర్ క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, కస్టమ్ ఆర్డర్ ఇక్కడ మీరు ఓన్లీ ఫోర్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ కాబట్టి మీరు చాలా ఈజీగా చెప్తున్నారు. 4 డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ కస్టమ్స్ ఆర్డర్ తీసుకోవడం. రియల్ టైంలో ఎలా అంటే, రియల్ టైంలో మీరు సీక్వల్ సర్వర్కి వెళ్ళి అక్కడ కొరీ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ రాసుకోవాలి, మీకు ఈ ఆర్డర్ వచ్చేటట్టు. ఇలా క్లయింట్ ఏ ఆర్డర్ అడుగుతున్నాడో ఆర్డర్ని ఫస్ట్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి, as per that order you have to write down a SQL query which brings this particular sort order. Okay, then you have to use it. A hard code చేయడం కష్టం. If let's say there are 1000 డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, 1000 డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కస్టమ్ ఆర్డర్ సెర్చ్ చేయాలంటే కష్టం, కాబట్టి మనం కొత్త ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఒకటి అబౌట్ దాట్. ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ సార్ట్, మనకి ఏ ఆర్డర్లో సార్ట్ చేయాలనుకున్న డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ని ఆర్డర్ ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేసుకున్నాం. నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్, go to Power BI, import the table. Import the table. After importing, go to data grid option. Here, sort order. So this is what we imported from Excel file, right? DEPT number column and sort order column, right? Here is the magic. So in a visual, ఈ విజువల్ నేను ఈ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కాలం బ్రౌజ్ చేయాలి. చూడండి మీరు, ఈ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టేబుల్ నుంచి నేను ఈ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ కాలం తీసుకోలేదు. నేను ఎక్కడ తీసుకున్నాను? సార్ట్ ఆర్డర్ టేబుల్లోన ఈ డిఈపిటి నెంబర్ కాలం తీసుకున్నాను, ఎందుకంటే 2 టేబుల్స్ రిలేషన్షిప్లో ఉన్నాయి ఆల్రెడీ. సో డిఈపిటికి సార్ట్ ఆర్డర్కి మనం ఆల్రెడీ రిలేషన్షిప్ బిల్డ్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి వీ కెన్ యూజ్ ఫీల్డ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ డిఈపిటి, we can use the fields from sort order into this particular visual. So now we are allowed, officially allowed. Okay, so relationship build చేసాం. Now I am using this DEPT number column inside this visual. This DEPT column is nothing but ఇక్కడ నుంచి వస్తుంది, సార్ట్ ఆర్డర్ నుంచి వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు నేనేం చెప్తున్నానంటే, when I apply sorting on DEPT number column, which means this column, okay, don't consider these values, 20 40 values consider చేయదని చెప్తున్నాను ఇక్కడ. When I apply sorting on this column, which is coming from sort order, when I apply sorting on this column, don't consider values under this, consider values under this and this. Okay, select DEPT number column, and here we have a sort by option. Click on sort by, see, which is highlighted. ఇది వద్దనుకుంటే తీసేస్తే ఓకే, now it is not highlighted. So if I apply sorting on DEPT number column and you sort by this column, sort order column means sort చేసి తీసుకురా అని చెప్తాను. Okay, now go back to visualization, and now I am using this field into this visual. Now I am going to apply sorting on which column? Sort order లో ఉన్న, సార్ట్ ఆర్డర్ టేబుల్ లో, డేటా సెట్ లో ఉన్న డిఈపిటి నెంబర్ కాలం మీద నేను సార్టింగ్ అప్లై చేస్తున్నాను. బట్ ఇంటర్నల్ గా ఏ కాలం మీద అప్లై అవుతుంది సార్టింగ్? ఇంటర్నల్ గా ఏ కాలం మీద అప్లై అవుతుంది? సార్ట్ ఆర్డర్ కాలం మీద అప్లై అవుతుంది. ఓకే, అదే క్లియర్? ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? ఎస్, ఇంటర్నల్ గా సార్ట్ ఆర్డర్ కాలం మీద అప్లై అవుతుంది. అది నా ఇండైరెక్ట్ లాజిక్. అది I will apply sorting on DEPT number column, but it will not consider values under DEPT number. It will consider values under sort order column. Sort order column will consider this. Yes, sort order is the first preference. Yes. Any questions on sort order, custom sort order? Any questions? Fine. So we are done with the second topic, and we are done with the second topic. Let's move to another topic. Let's move to another topic. Q and a visual. Q and a visual. Okay. Question and answer. Q and a visual. So in Power BI Desktop, we have, so as we have been, like I've been mentioning it, right? Some artificial intelligence is involved in developing Power BI tool. సో పవర్ బై టూల్ డెవలప్ చేసేటప్పుడు కొంచెం ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అంటే మీరు అందరూ రోబోట్స్ చూస్తుంటారు కదండి. సో అందుకని ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అని మెన్షన్ చేస్తాను, రోబో మూవీస్ చూస్తుంటారు కాబట్టి. ఓకే, సో ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ టెక్నాలజీ ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయిందండి ఈ పర్టికులర్ పవర్ బిఐ టూల్ డెవలప్ చేసేటప్పుడు. దే యూజ్డ్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్, లైక్ దాని ఇంపాక్ట్ ఒక చెప్తుంది, దాని ఫీచర్స్, వై దే యూజ్డ్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఇన్ డెవలపింగ్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ టూల్ అంటే ఐ టెల్ యూ సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. Here we have a Q and A visual. Just click on Q and A visual. Just remove it first. You remove it. Just here we have a Q and A visual. Double click on it, and you will get a Q and A visual. Right? This is a Q and A visual. You type a question over here. You no need to draw any visual over here. You type a question, it will generate a visual in the background. This is a one best example for artificial intelligence involved. Okay, so I am typing a question, sum of, just type your question, sum of salary by DPT number in pie chart. That's it. See, so we didn't browse the fields. మన fields ని browse చేయలేదు, automatic వచ్చేసి చూడండి. So this is a very important feature in Power BI Desktop అని. So we no need to browse anything. Just if you type your question, just simple thing. I'll show you. Just close it and click on Q&A visual and expand this, and over here, which table it will consider? It will consider whatever you type in your question, right? I am typing sum of salary by DEPT, by job కావాలా, by job wise sum of salary. If you are not mentioning a visual name in your question, you have to be very specific while typing your question. If you want to show sum of salary by job in a particular, in which visual you want to show, in donut chart. Okay, let's type a donut chart. Okay, so donut chart and type chain donut chart, then it will show in donut chart. Okay, it as per your question it will generate a visual. If you are not mentioning a visual name in a question, right, then it will go with your own choice. Okay, దానికి ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఇచ్చేస్తుంటారు. ఓకే, ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ లో ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తుంటారంటే, ఈ రీడ్ అవుట్ ద క్వశ్చన్ వాట్ యూజర్ ఈస్ టైపింగ్. ఓకే, ఈచ్ స్పేస్ గా వర్డ్స్ ని డివైడ్ చేసేసి, ఓకే, సమ్ ఇస్ వన్ వర్డ్, ఓఎఫ్ ఆఫ్ ఇస్ వన్ వర్డ్, salary salary is one word, buy is one word, and job is one word. After let user type his question in the box. After typing a question, after receiving a question from a user, no, split each and every word with a space. Split చేసిన తర్వాత each and every word ని మీ డేటా సెట్ లో ఉన్న కాలమ్స్ తో కంపేర్ చేయి. So it will compare each and every word which we typed in this box against these column names in the data set. Okay, now if it matches, SAL is matched with the employee data set, then it will take that field. Next, job is matched with the same field. So if you just expand it, SAL is one field which matched with this word, and job is another field which matched with this word. Now it will consider these two columns, these two fields from this particular data set. Then it will go as per the predefined list it has. తన ఓన్ చాయిస్ తో ఒక విజువల్ బిల్డ్ చేస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు గో విత్ యువర్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ చాయిస్, then here you can type your visual name in donut chart. Yeah, it will consider entire model. It will consider entire model. Donut chart. Oh, okay. What if it matches two columns అనే priority? Two columns తీసుకుంటే ఏ columns తీసుకుంటుందని? I haven't tried that way అండి. So two columns match చేస్తే ఏ column తీసుకుంటున్నది I haven't tried. You can try it out, and you can try it out once. Just try ఒకసారి ట్రై
ప్రొఫెసర్ గారు,
చేయండి.
ఇప్పుడు నా క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, ఇక్కడ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టేబుల్లో సేమ్ సాలరీ ఉండి ప్లస్ ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ టేబుల్లో సేమ్ సాలరీ ఉంటే విచ్ టేబుల్ ఇట్ విల్ కన్సిడర్? దట్ ఈస్ మై క్వశ్చన్.
Yeah, I got your question. Yeah, I got your question. If the salary column is available in two different tables, which salary column it will take, right? The same
ఎస్
salary
ఎస్
column. I haven't tried that, but you can try it out. It's artificial intelligence. I haven't spent much time to read about it. సో మీరు డిఫైన్ చేసుకుంటారు, డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కాలంలో డిపార్ట్మెంట్ డేటా సెట్లో సాలరీ కాలం తీసుకోండి, ఇక్కడ సాలరీ కాలం తీసుకోండి, రిలేషన్షిప్స్ పెట్టుకోండి, రిలేషన్షిప్స్ కన్సిడర్ చేయండి. దెన్ లెట్స్ సీ విచ్ టేబుల్ ఇట్ టేక్స్, విచ్ కాలం ఇట్ కన్సిడర్స్. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ షూర్ విచ్ కాలం ఇట్ టేక్స్, బట్ నాకు జనరల్ గెస్ట్గా వెళ్తే ఏంటంటే ఆ సార్ట్ ఆర్డర్ని బట్టి చేసుకోగలుగుతుంది. ఆ క్రియేషన్ డేట్ మన నియర్గా రిలేషన్షిప్ బిల్డ్ చేసిన దాన్ని బట్టి ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే.
జస్ట్ ట్రై చేయండి, యూ ట్రై ఇట్ అవుట్. ఐ హవెంట్ ట్రైడ్ ఇట్, యూ కెన్ ట్రై ఇట్ అవుట్. Any questions so far on Q&A visual? It's a simple visual. It will generate a visual based on your question. So you have to type your question in the box and it will generate a visual. Then how this is useful for me? I am expert in designing, right? I know donut chart, I know pie chart, I know everything, waterfall chart, I know stack column, everything I know. I don't want to use a question and answers a visual at all. Okay, I will directly go to pie chart, I'll directly go to donut chart and I'll apply features. Then this is not useful for me, no. If of course it is not useful in our case, but it is sometimes it is useful for end users as well, right? So మీ కేసులో మీరు యూస్ చేస్తారో యూస్ చేయరు, ఇట్స్ ఆప్షనల్ ఫర్ యూ. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు డెవలప్ ఇన్స్టెంట్ డాష్బోర్డ్స్ క్విక్లీ, then we can make use of this Q&A visual. I can develop this visuals quickly. And of course, now using Q&A, which takes time, and using directly this visual, which takes less time, and you can go and use this. మీరు యూస్ చేసుకోండి, బట్ దెర్ ఇస్ అనదర్ యూసేజ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ విజువల్. అనదర్ యూసేజ్ ఏంటని చెప్తాను చూడండి. సో ఇన్ జనరల్లీ we will give this report to the client. That's what we have been talking about, right? So we will give this report to the end user or client. So client will run this particular report. Client will run this particular report, and he will see the values each and every పేజ్కి వెళ్ళి అతనికి కావాల్సిన వాల్యూస్ వ్యూ చేసుకుంటారు. దట్స్ వాట్, రైట్? He will go to the each and every page and he will view the values. All of sudden, he wanted to see job wise sales which is not available in our dashboard on a report. Job wise sum of salary చూసుకోవాలనుకోండి, which is not available అనుకోండి. Consider for a moment job wise sales not available, job wise sum of salary is not available in our report, anywhere in our report, and he wants to see that immediate చూసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నాడు. అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి మనకి? నెక్స్ట్ he has to write an email to the developer saying that I want this particular visual అని చెప్పి, తర్వాత మళ్ళీ రిక్వెస్ట్ మనకు వస్తుంది. ఆ రిక్వెస్ట్ తర్వాత మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, డెవలపర్ మళ్ళీ we open that pbx file in PowerBI Desktop, then we'll add this visual, right? Department wise job wise sum of salary. ఓకే, మనం యాడ్ చేసి మళ్ళీ క్లయింట్కి ఇస్తాం. జాబ్ వైజ్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ సాలరీ యాడ్ చేసి క్లయింట్కి ఇద్దాం అనుకున్నాం. ఫైన్. సో ఈ విజువల్ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత మళ్ళీ రిపోర్ట్ అనలైజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. వైల్ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ టు ద రిపోర్ట్ సడన్లీ హీ వాంటెడ్ టు అనలైజ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ సాలరీ దిస్ టైం. మళ్ళీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ సాలరీ కావాలనుకున్నాడు. మళ్ళీ హీ హాస్ టు కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు డెవలపర్ అండ్ హీ హాస్ టు ఆస్క్ ఫర్ దట్, రైట్? సో ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ ఏదైనా స్మాల్ అనాలిసిస్ చేసుకోవాలంటే ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ ఎండ్ యూజర్ ఆర్ క్లయింట్ హ్యాస్ టు కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు డెవలపర్, but which can be avoided easily through Power BI. That is the one of the reason why people are behind Power BI nowadays. Okay, so SSRS tableau is strong tools and features packed of features ఉన్నారు. కానీ ఎందుకు పవర్ బిఐ మార్కెట్లో ఎక్కువ యూసేజ్ ఉందంటే even end user can visualize, even end user can develop a report easily with a Power BI tool. So now we will give an option to the client itself for making a visual through a Q&A, through this feature. Okay, I'll show you how we will provide that option to the end user. So let's go to the internet. We will discuss next two topics in next session. Okay, we will discuss these two topics in next session. Okay, so let's go to the internet and download Q&A visual, Q&A images download చేసుకోండి. సో హౌ వీ విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ ఆప్షన్ టు ది ఎండ్ యూజర్, క్లయింట్కి మనం విజువల్స్ని డైనమిక్గా డ్రా చేసుకోవడానికి ఎలా ఆప్షన్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తామని చూడండి. రైట్ క్లిక్, సేవ్ దిస్ ఇమేజ్, లోగో ఇమేజెస్ డౌన్లోడ్స్ కదా, క్యూ అండ్ ఓకే. Now go to Power BI, and we can also use images over here, insert tab like LSSC, ఇక్కడ images import, just click on images and we can download images. Okay, images. Okay, so we can write image in the download. Okay, so now after taking image, now click on this image. Now in a formatting image we have an action tab, right? So action tab ne on cheskondi, action tab on cheskondi. Under action here we will give type as a Q&A. Here we will select this option Q&A and just close it. Now if you click on this, it will show you this. So we are giving this option to the client itself. Okay, after developing this report we will pass this report to the client. Client will go through all pages, and in case if he wants to see job wise salary, then he can click on this. We will have to educate a client, so he will click on this, then it will pop up on box. Here he can type it. Okay, sum of salary by job in pie chart. ఈ క్వశ్చన్ కూడా తను టైప్ చేయలేకపోతే అంటే ఇంకా ఆబ్వియస్ గా డెవలపర్ కాడికి రావాల్సింది. ఓకేనా? ఎస్, ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్? సో హీ విల్ టైప్ హిస్ క్వశ్చన్. He will type his question in a box, then he will analyze the data, and if he wants to department wise కావాలనుకోండి immediate గా ఏం చేస్తాడు తను. సో డిపిటి నంబర్ అని టైప్ చేసి ఎంటర్ ఇస్తాడు, డిపిటి వైజ్ వచ్చేస్తుంది, డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో దట్స్ హౌ వీ కెన్ అనలైజ్ దిస్ డేటా క్విక్లీ without coming back to a developer every time. Okay, any questions on Q and A visual? Any questions on Q and A visual? Okay, so just download image and click on this image, then you will get a action tab on chesesindi, then go to action, and over here we have a type. Under type we have these options. Okay, we will discuss these options in next session. Okay, we will discuss this option next session, and select this. After selecting this, if you click on this, you will get a question. You can type your question, it will generate a visual dynamically. Okay, fine, that's all for today's session. In next session we will discuss navigations and visuals.